is 9 p.m. Central Time. What Football Recruiting 101. First and foremost, want to make sure that everybody can hear me. So if you can hear me, please type yes in the text box. If you can't hear me, go ahead and type in no. Thank you. Kate is the only one paying attention, or the only one that can hear me. So they refer to the recording. My name is Chris Vincent, head football recruiting coach here with NCSA. Give you a little bit of my background. I have an opportunity to go through recruiting, although it was a few years ago. Was fortunate enough that I had 9 Division I offers walking into my senior year. 10th game of the season, I blew my knee out. Lost every one of them. Perseverance, being open-minded, proactive. I was able to go on to a Division II school. Where I competed on scholarship, not ball, but also track and field. From there, I tried out with the Dallas Cowboys, and then I went to coaching. Coached at the high school and the collegiate level for 16 years. Was a collegiate for 5 years, and I've been here at NCSA for 8. So I've been through the recruiting process for the last 30 years. As a player, a high school coach, a college coach. So definitely excited to experience with you here. So tonight, make sure that you leave this class with a better understanding of each division level and how they differ from each other, as well as the rules on when and how college coaches can contact you. Timeline for when scholarships and roster spots are offered. Talk about your academics and how they're connected to your athletic recruiting, and the next steps so that you can capitalize on every opportunity moving forward. So Division III schools. Currently 244 Division III schools across the country, separated into 30 athletic conferences. A playoff system that is nationally televised. Championship game. There's 13 Division III players in the NFL. Take it to the bigs. You can definitely do it from a Division III school. Division III apart. Elite academic programs. Divisions across the country. No exceptions to every rule. You do have schools like the Ivies or Stanford, Duke, Notre Dame, very academic schools. For the most part, the D3 schools are the highest academic. It's also your best opportunity to play multiple sports in college. Now, schools do not offer the athletic scholarships. However, they are very creative in getting athletes that they want. They do offer a substantial financial package. You can have academic scholarships, merit scholarships, as well as need-based scholarships. So when you get schools, guys, don't price tag scare you off from finding that right fit. All right, schools. NAI programs separated into 10 athletic conferences. NAI schools are going to be located in the Pacific Northwest, Midwest, and the Southeast. Now, it does offer athletic scholarships. They have 24 athletic scholarships across the roster. They're going to increase as your playing time increases. NAI does have simplified recruiting rules. There's very few restrictions of college coach contact. They can be proactive, reaching out to an athlete or even coming to a school to evaluate an athlete. Schools do offer on-campus tryouts, and you can take those tryouts at any time. And the nice thing about that is, you know ahead of time if you make the team. It does differ from a walk-on position. You have to be fully enrolled academically, pay fees, and then you walk on. And the thing with walk-ons, typically 300 players trying 5 positions. So they're going to make a team with a walk-on. Equivalent to NCAA Division II. Speaking of Division II schools, 169 D2 programs, up 16 athletic conferences. Not only 6 D2 schools West Colorado. So if you are on the West Coast, looking to go to Division II, you're going to spread your geographic preferences a little bit to encompass quite a few schools. And televised regular season games, CBS. The competition. All right, there's 100 D2 players currently on the NFL rosters. And do offer athletic scholarships. 36 athletic across there. And often do offer partial athletic scholarships. This is so important to make sure that you're doing well in the classroom. At a D2 school, you could pick up a partial athletic, a partial academic. Face it, mom and dad really don't care who pays for college as long as they don't have to. Just like your scholarships are going to be linked to your playing time. Division FCS, 124 programs with 13 athletic conferences. Now they have a nationally televised 24-team playoff. Now Division I can have a 24-team playoff, and FBS cannot. I haven't quite figured that one out yet. 4 teams, so we're working on it. And this is a very high level of competition. Numerous NFL players that you may have heard of. Jacko, Tony Romo, Vincent Jackson, Jared Allen, to name a few. 63 athletic scholarships across their roster. For partial athletic scholarships, again, why it's important for you to do well academically in high school is to pick up a combination of athletic and academic scholarships. Typical partial scholarship is going to be 50% tuition. So you have another 50% plus room and board, books, and such to put on that end, getting anything academically. Now, Ivy League, so they are Division I AA, non-athletic scholarship conferences. All right, so we're going to follow the D3 pattern, where everything is academic and merit-based. FBS schools, right, division, 100 programs, 10 conferences. Everyone knows the Power 5, the SEC, ACC, Big 12, Big 10, Pac-12. There are 4 independent schools, Navy, BYU, and Notre Dame. 1% of football players will play D1. 1% are going to play at the Power 5. Now, said play, nothing of scholarships. Difference with the FBS schools, you do have 85 full athletic scholarships. That's a prior roster. And the thing that is so much different with them, all or nothing. All right, they're partial athletic scholarships at Division I level. Scholarship or you don't. Rules. All right, at the far right, you'll see most everything there is unlimited. Degree NAI, a lot of unrestricted rules in the recruiting process. The only thing is as far as off-campus contact, the college coaches can come to your school in your year. All right, everything limited. 2, more year. Thing you can be getting are brochures and camp information. Of you that have been receiving of emails from college coaches, that's what they're going to be from the Division II level. Strictly just camp invites, because that's all they can send. However, it's very important for you to follow up with every single one of them. Getting in your year, this is where you're starting to get a lot more personal contact. You start receiving phone calls after June 15th. as well as off-campus contact. So college coaches can come to your school. They can come to any 7-on-7s, anything like that that you're participating in to be able to evaluate you. Into your senior year, it's on with everything. Visits, official visits, unofficial visits, contact, phone calls. It does change from the Division III and the NAIA. Now, this is both Division I and Division I AA. You can start receiving the brochures and the camp information. It's really all you can be receiving up through your sophomore year. When you get September 1st of your junior year, you can start receiving personalized emails or social media messages. The evaluation period runs from April 15th to May 31st, the end of your junior year. It's the first time that college coaches from the Division I or Division I AA schools can call you, and they can call once. As far as contact, still can't have any off-campus contact. You can go on unofficial visits. And that's an important thing that a lot of people don't know. You can take official visits at any school at any time, and set that up through the admissions office. They can relay that information to the college coaches that you're going to be there. I just don't want to show up at a college coach's door and expect him to have time to talk to you. Senior year, making phone calls once per week after September the 1st. All right, so you can get per week, per school, starting September 1st. Now, colleges from the Division I, Division I AA schools can coming to see you off-campus contact July before your senior year. Any 7-on-7s, any type of workouts, summer workouts, things like that, total to come and watch and evaluate you. Visits are unlimited. These are important. So the college coaches pay for you to come to their school. They don't pay you, but pay your flight or rental car or your hotels, your meals, different like that. If they pay, they're posted. The level you can take 5. You can take official visits. To take those official visits, they are truly schools that you are interested in. College coaches typically make their offers. Well, first of all, guys, recruiting, you got to understand it's called a process for a reason. It is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So a consistent effort over time where you're going to be the most successful. At most D3 schools, their recruiting is going to take place during the senior season. Can even the spring. I'm getting roster openings from Division III schools still looking for 2017 grads, and here we are almost in July. In the senior season, most offers are going to be made between November and March, after the senior football season are going to take place. They do not follow the NCAA signing period, so the offers can come out at any time. You have a few offers made summer before the senior season, but most of the offers are going to be made towards the back half of that senior season, and even into December. Schools, 20s are going to be made the summer before the senior season, but we're going to have their offers out by December. You might have a couple that they hold on to for transfers, or got a couple bubble players that they don't know if are going to be able to get in academically, or they're looking for some junior college players. Division I schools, offers can come out anytime. There was just about a month ago, a young man from Hawaii got an offer in 5th grade. Here's the thing, early, they don't do anything. All right, she isn't even going to be there in 7 years. But it does go to show you that coaches do look at athletes that young. Those offers that are coming that early are going to be from the Power 5 conferences. Most of the offers typically are going to be extended summer before senior season, and they will have a handful that they're going to hold on to into that senior season for athletes. So topics being important. One thing that you want to understand, single one of you on here will ever go to the football field to be an average player. It's going to last you, rising senior, you have maybe 5 years left to play. All right. If you go out on a football field and you're not going to be average there, why classroom? So that education is going to last you for your lifetime. So very important to do well in the classroom. The NCAA had eligibility center. It used to be called the clearing house. And they do is they check to make sure you're taking all the correct courses, your target to take all the correct courses to be academically eligible. So they do all that work for the college coaches. Any questions with that about what courses you need or what your grade point average needs to be or your test scores? We definitely go to the NCAA website and the 2017-18 NCAA Guide to the College-Bound Student Athlete. Now, they update this every year. It's a free PDF to download. Information for you. Any athletes that are looking to play or think they might play at the NAIA, you still need to check out their eligibility center. Website there, www.playnaia.org. And, their requirements. They are a little bit different than the NCAA. NCAA and NAIA, you will to apply eligibility center. All right. Now, if you're a Division III athlete, or those are the schools that you're looking for, you do not need to apply the eligibility center. So only one Division I AA, Division II, and NAIA schools need to apply to the respective eligibility centers. Moving forward, first and foremost, guys, make sure that profile as close to 100% as possible. Okay. If your profile is at 60% right now, in the math class, you took a test and you got a 60% grade. It's failing or it's a D. Not a college coach in the country that would want to look at a failing or a D profile. So really try to get that up in that 80% or higher. Underclassmen, 2019s, 20s, 21s, 22s, might not have your ACT or SAT score. That is fine. College coaches are going to understand that when they see your grad year. Definitely make sure you're getting everything else up. Video, transcripts, those are the biggest part. That's 30% of the profile right there. Set at least academic goal for the next school year. All right, your goals here. Could be a 0.2 grade point average increase, or raising your ACT from a 22 to a 24. Case is, the better you do in the classroom, the more opportunities you're going to have, and the money mom and dad's going to have to fork out for you to go to school. If you haven't already, schedule your first one-on-one coaching session with your head recruiting coach. Your individualized game plan put together. Know what steps you need to take to be successful in the recruiting process. process. Everybody's going to have a different game plan depending on what they're looking for, what their expectations are, how they are academically, how they are athletically, what are they needing out of a school to be successful. Make sure you get set up with your head recruiting coach. Do it sooner rather than later. All right, and understand that we're in this together. Our team now. You, your family, NCSA. And the one thing to really away from here, NCSA is phenomenal at what they do. None of us, all 600 employees with NCSA, that we do not do well are readers. So if we're speaks are, what your concerns, your things that you're having problems with, or your questions, all right, never reach out with a question, because the only silly question in recruiting is the one you ask. All right, so you've at 877-86272. You're recruiting help, csasports.org. In this class, you should have already taken orientation. If you, I highly suggest, as soon as this class is over, signing up for rookie orientation on how to use the tools that NCSA offers. If you have it, your next football recruiting class is going to be coach communication. Email coaches the right way. Communicating with college coaches in a proper way is going to be a huge part of recruiting. So, thank every single one of you for joining me here tonight. And have questions, it's a great time to type them in the text box there. If you not have questions, maybe you got a workout, you got dinner, you got a hot date to get to, guys, if you jump off the phone, you're not going to hurt my feelings. And I will be sending the recordings out shortly after the class is over. So go ahead and type those questions in. No guys are all asleep, or I'm just that good of a teacher. All right, we'll be sending the recording out shortly after. Once again, guys, never hesitate to reach out with questions. Again, we're here to help, and the only silly question is the one you never ask. All right, gentlemen, great night.